Hey guys, how are you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing wonderful. So I am back with another video. Of course, this is not a makeup video. It is not none of that beach. This is a announcement video, as you guys can tell from the title. If you guys have me on social media, you guys will know the news already and all of that. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here and to tell you guys what the big news was and what the fuss was all about. So let's get right into it, bitch. Yes, so in 2 days I'll be 7 weeks. My baby right now is the size of a little lint. It's really small. My baby, I call him my little peanut. I am so excited, guys. I could not stress this enough, how excited I am and how happy I am and how blessed I feel, of course, because I did not expect this whatsoever. So let's get right into the baby stuff. You know, ever since I started going to the gym, my periods have been on time, really good on time, and I've been controlling my sugar levels and all of that, and I was like, okay, you know, so what's going on? So I go ahead and I try to weigh myself and I'm like, hey, I'm still the same weight. I'm losing a little bit more. What's going on? So finally I was like, I want to take a pregnancy test. In November, I had finally let go of all the things were building up on my shoulders. I was like, God, I'm gonna let you take the wheel. I'm gonna give all my stress and everything to you. Let you handle it. I believe that you will help me with everything. And I know you're powerful, and I know you will, you know, let me be happy, you know. So finally I was like, okay, whatever. Who cares? So me sentí really happy, obviously, when I told him, you know what, I'll let you take over. I'm done trying to pretend like I know what I'm doing, because I don't know. Obviously, in that moment, I was like, whatever, you know. And then I got my period on November 15th, of course. And I was like, hey, perfect. You know, everything was fine. I was still going to the gym, eating healthy. My ovulation date was obviously 2 weeks after my period. So basically, I conceived on the 28th of November. And I was positive by the 15th of December, sorry. So I started noticing, I'm like, hey, you know, I've been noticing a lot of different, so nothing clicked in my head until that day that I was telling Priscilla, hey, I've been a little strange lately. And she was like, why? What's going on? So I had a lot of mareos, like dizziness. I had a lot of lightheadedness. I would get up and I was like, whoa, hold on. Let me sit back down, bitch, because I don't feel good. And then I was constantly peeing. I was constantly having a lot of, like when I ate, everything just kind of came back up. I didn't throw up because I would like swallow. I'm like, bitch, you tasted good. I don't think you're going to taste good after all that munching, you know? So I'm like, So I would kind of like swallow everything, and I was like, no, I'm not going to let it come out because I hate throwing up. I hate it. Bitch, I tried being anorexic, but I can't. It's just not me. So I'm like, I'm not gonna throw up. So I'm like, hey, you know what, whatever. I honestly didn't feel like I was pregnant because I was like, it's just another month, you know, I'm probably late. Maybe my sugar levels are hasta aquí, comadre. I'm like, maybe it's just I'm eating too much. Maybe it could be a lot of things because I am fat, you know, I am fat. So I did think like, oh, maybe I'm gaining weight again, maybe I'm not doing what I used to do, you know, so what's going on? So in the previous year I didn't get my period because I was really obese. I was really at my highest level of weight. Miguel had told me, I think you're pregnant, and I'm like, no, I'm not pregnant. He's like, babe, he's like, I feel it. He's like, I feel like you're pregnant. And I'm like, no, Miguel, like, I'm not pregnant. And he's like, well, let's buy you a test. And I'm like, no, I'm not pregnant. I'm just late. I'm just gaining weight again. And he's like, I don't know why. He's like, I just have a feeling that you're pregnant. I'm like, okay, la chingada que no. He's like, okay, whatever. Okay, 6 days passed. I'm like, bloody murder, where you at, girl? Where you at? Like, hit me up. Are you coming or what? Because, I mean, we were going to go on this road trip, you know, and I didn't want to be dealing with none of that on the road trip. So, I told Miguel. So, obviously, the first pregnancy test that I took with Priscilla, I didn't have enough urine on the test. So, it came out as error. And I was like, fuck, okay, ni modo, hasta que llegue Miguel. So, I had a lot of cramping since the beginning of December. And I was like, shit, I might get my period early. I kept thinking that because I was kind of cramping, but like really light cramps. Not crazy, beach. Light cramps. So, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get it. So I texted him and I'm like, hey, bring me one. And then I texted him a couple hours later and I'm like, no, never mind, don't bring me any. I was like, I think I'm gonna get my period. My boobs are sensitive. My boobs are sensitive. My stomach hurts. I was like, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. I was like, and on top of that, I was like, I feel cramping. And my feet swell up when I'm gonna get my period. And I was like, hey, you know what? Don't bring me the pregnancy test. So he was like, I'm still gonna bring it. He didn't tell me that he was still gonna bring it. He just brought it. He gets home at 5 o'clock in the morning and he's like, here, take the test. And I'm like, well, I do have to pay. I guess I'll pay on the stick. So I go ahead and I take a WAS and stuff. And dicho y hecho, said and done, I look and I see a very faint line. I'm like, girl, what the fuck? I'm like, what? Like, oh, girl, you guys see that? So I hate dark lips. No, boo. I told Miguel, let's not get excited. Let's not get too crazy. I showed him and he was like, wow. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, I knew it. And I'm like, no, calm down. We don't know yet if it's for sure. You know, calm down. I didn't want to get his hopes up because, you know, we're new at this and I don't want to see him disappointed. You know, I don't want to see him disappointed and it's going to make me even more disappointed that I disappointed him. So I was like, let's not get too carried away. I'm like, I'm going to take the second test in the morning. I was like, when I wake up a little bit later. So he's like, okay. He works at nighttime, so he went to bed. I woke up like around 10 that morning, and I'm like, hey, I need to take a WAS. So I'm like, screw it. I'm going to take the test, see what happens. I was like, and if I'm positive, I'm calling my mom right away, and I'm going to tell her to pray for me. So I took the test, positive. I called my mom. She tells me, oh my gosh, you know, she tells me she's so excited. She prays for me right there and then. And, you know, I felt relieved. I felt relieved because God is a really big presence in our family. A really big presence in our family. He has done so much for us and he has proven to us that he's still there after all the things that we do. After all the things that I do. After all the things that happened in the past and in the present and hopefully in the future, he is still going to remain there if we keep him there, of course. So she prays for me and we're there, you know, and then she's like, I have to go back to work. And I'm like, hey, you know, called my sister. I actually told my nephew first and he was really excited. My oldest nephew, he was really excited. He had already, it was jumping. And he was the one that woke his mom up and was like, Mom, she has some news. So my sister woke up and she's like, what's up? You know, and she was sleeping because she works night shifts too. And she answers and she's like, oh, you know, so she answers and I'm like, hey, like, I just kind of flipped the screen and I showed her my pregnancy test. She's like, what's that? And I'm like, I'm pregnant, dude. And she's like, wow, oh my gosh. She's like, gracias a Dios, and this and that. And I love how my family always thanks God before anything. So my actual due date is August 22nd, 2018. Oh, it's so weird to lie. So yeah, in August I will have my little peanut, primeramente Dios, of course. And yeah, so that's the news, guys. That's the announcement. Those are my symptoms. I don't get lightheaded anymore. I don't get dizzy anymore. Sometimes when I get up really fast, I do feel lightheaded. But other than that, you know, I'm perfectly fine, you know. I haven't had much morning sickness. I've had it when I feel like I ate too much bread. One strange food that I'm really attached to, which I don't want to get attached because I don't like it. I didn't like it before and I felt like I shouldn't like it now. But I'm really loving salt and vinegar chips. Ugh. They taste so good. I wish I can get a bag right now. But bitch, no. Okay, no. Those my cravings. I get hungry pretty like constantly. Got a little sodas, you know. I take my meal and then a couple hours later, I'm like 2 hours later, I have to eat a snack because then I get really nauseous. My nauseousness is fucking Area 51. It is 100% beach. It is, it's really strong. I wake up and I feel like I have to throw up until I eat. Calms down. My first baby appointment is in January 18th. At 9:20, which I'm super excited because I want to make sure that my chocolate drop is okay and everything is fine. Of course, that's what every mom hopes for, you know. And if you guys want me to keep making baby updates and news and all those things, then obviously just shoot a message at me, comment down below, and all that stuff, guys. So if you guys want to follow this journey with me, of course, you guys are more than welcome to follow up with me and my baby, the new member, or hopefully, primeramente Dios, the new member to our Lujan family. So I thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you guys give this a big thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe, bitch, if you want. You already know. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for the support. Los quiero. And Happy New Year. See ya.